Yo guys, I just recorded the best beginners recruitment tutorial there is in the game. After this, you're going to assign a model within 24 hours. I'm just sat here at the yacht club whilst I'm taking in this view and hopping on a couple calls. Make sure you're taking notes so you can sign a model within 24 hours. Let's get into it.
How can you do it too? How can you do it too? Two huge mistakes to avoid: outreach profile and not understanding yourself. This is where we're going to dive into the training a bit more. Outreach profile. An outreach profile, let's just cover Instagram, okay? Instagram is the main one. It's what's going to get you the most success. I've signed clients on Twitter. I've signed clients on Reddit. I've signed clients on TikTok. Instagram is the main one you need to focus on though. But remember, if you're a beginner, attack every aspect. Don't just make one Instagram account and be lazy, like it says right there, and send 10 DMs a day and think you're going to get anywhere. You need to put the numbers in because you're competing with people, right? This industry is very untapped. Very untapped. If you go up on the street and you ask 10 people what's OFM, maybe two, three might know, but not a lot of people know. People know what OnlyFans is, they don't know about the managing side of it. We're in a little bubble right now and it's very unique. If you go on the street and you ask someone what SMMA is, what trading is, bro, everyone fucking knows what that shit is. So make sure you use common sense. That's the first thing. Make sure your profile is set up clean. It's professional. Everything, like from head to toe, it looks clean, right? Don't DM from a page where you've got no pictures of yourself, because where's the trust? Stuff like this. Make sure you're on there. It's presentable. It looks clean. You're not at the pub with the boys in a pic like this with a beer in your hand. No one's fucking joining your agency, bro. Do the bare minimum. Go to a nice hotel lobby, get a fucking picture on a good iPhone, edit it a little bit, like the lighting and stuff, make it look sick, post it. Do the bare minimum. I was doing this when I had $10 in my bank account and I couldn't afford shit, right? So make sure you do everything you can to make your account professional and don't be lazy. Now, personal IG. We're going to go over a couple of different methods of like Instagram. The first one's your personal, like I said, clean. And this one, you need to target the right people. Don't make your personal Instagram account. You got 30 fucking followers on there, 1,000 followers, even 10,000 followers, and start messaging girls like fucking Sophie Rain, fucking all these big models in LA with hundreds of thousands of followers, thinking that you're going to sign them and get a response. It's not how it works. You need to tailor your outreach to the specific account that you have, right? So if you have a personal Instagram account, the best way to outreach is targeting either new people that don't have OF anymore or smaller creators that have just joined and you can see that they're not managed because these people are getting message predominantly from agency accounts, right? Agency accounts. So just by messaging them with that personal aspect, looking professional, they can see who's behind that account. It's less scammy. The trust score goes up. You're going to sign some creators if you do the next things right. Confidence. You need to be confident when you're messaging them. Sometimes people will message me and say, yo, bro, this model ignored me. Can you just check the conversation and see what happened? And they'll be like sending voice notes or jumping on the calls and they'll send their call recording and they're shaky and they're not speaking with confidence and they're sat like this and they're saying how they're going to scale them to 100K a month. You need to sit back, get your chest out and speak with your chest. You need to act $1 million before you are $1 million. The classic saying, you need to have that $1 million mindset before you attract the million. I was on the Tesco's and Waitrose shop floor, dropping voice notes, sending out outreach, even jumping on calls in the office, the staff room, just putting like a hoodie on so they couldn't see the uniform. That's how we signed our first model, actually. My friend Mason was in the back of a Tesco's gas station and he signed our first client that's still with us to this day. We've made hundreds of thousands with that model. So don't overcomplicate it. Don't think you need some fancy setup. Don't think you need all of that. Just yourself with some confidence and some direction is enough. All right. No scripts. People say, yo, bro, I'm having struggling with my outreach. What's the perfect script to use? No scripts. It needs to be natural. There's not one random word on the dictionary which is going to suddenly sign you all the models. It's everything comes into factor. How you speak, how you frame the message, what's on your account, what's on your story right now, Like, how quick are you transitioning? Make sure you're trying to get them on a call ASAP. 5 to 10 messages max. Don't drop paragraphs. No girls reading your paragraph. Do voice notes. Super professional, super confident, or even better, grab your phone and drop a video message like this. I signed a model today doing just that. Dropped a nice video message. She didn't reply to my first message, so I dropped a video. Hello, blah, blah. Showed her some numbers and she signed. It's all about getting them on a call and just being confident, right? I'm sure some of you have some specific questions which relate to you more. So remember, Q&A at the end, just pop them in the chat. Number 2, girl Instagram. Don't use some IG famous chick that everyone knows. Let me go back a step. Girl Instagram account. What is a girl Instagram account? A girl Instagram account is a Instagram of a girl. And you're going to find some girl on the internet who's low-key, good-looking, and just post her pictures on your feed. Make sure she's not bait. If she's private, even better. And buy some followers to the account. Might cost you $5 to get a couple 100,000 followers. Even better if you have money to invest in a blue tick. And then what you want to do, well, you don't have to do that. It's a beginner's life, don't do that. And then what you want to do is you want to frame the bio, the profile pics, and the captions on her Instagram, as well as your outreach message, like you're a talent agent working for the biggest OnlyFans agency in the world. This way, the trust score goes up. But the important thing is, which people make a mistake, is they don't speak like a girl in the DMs at all. They don't speak like a girl in the DMs. You need to make sure everything's aligned, right? And you need to be professional. So this one is good for trust and it has a higher conversion rate if done right. So like I said, make a new Instagram, buy some followers, post some random pics, pose as a talent scout, and outreach leads to the manager. So you're probably thinking, how am I going to jump on a call if it's a girl? Forward it to your manager's WhatsApp, get the number, that's it. Message her from your business WhatsApp account. Make sure you make it a business account so it looks more professional. Have a nice profile picture on there, not you outside your local pub with a beer in your hand, not you with a cigarette in your hand, you looking like the boss, looking like you're worth $1 million. Even if you're broke, I don't care. I was flat broke and I still had a good Instagram. It's so easy to fake it. You have to fake it till you make it. Number 3, this is the best way to recruit, and I've made 5 million from this easily. 5 mil easily from this on OnlyFans in 2 years. So make sure you listen to this one. This is referral. Referral. This is the smartest way to recruit, hands down. And this way, you're actually going to be building up your own team simultaneously to hitting numbers yourself. So every single message you send is compounding like crazy. So what is a referral, right? Let's say, sorry, I don't know what the fuck's going on. What's a referral? You're messaging people that know models. You're not going direct to consumer. You're going like almost business to business, but they're not even a business yet. You're going to someone that can branch off and get you clients. Who are these people and why do we do them? Why do we do it? Referrals, better trust, better quality models, and instant success. What the fuck? Sorry, boys. This thing's bugging out. Yeah, next one. Better trust, better quality models, and instant success. This is why we do it. You're going to message someone and they're going to have 5 models ready to go. But how do you do that? You offer them 5 to 10% of your net revenue as passive income for them. This is probably the only thing in the world that exists for passive income, right? There's not much passive income streams that you can get in this world, but this is one of the only ones. Who's a fucking referral? What is a referral, Tom? Spit it out. Spit it out, Tom. What is it? Hairdresser. Hairdressers always have girls sat in their seat, talking, building relationships. Don't target the poshest hairdresser in town because the chances is she's going to tell you to fuck off. If one aligns with the kind of OnlyFans, like you're checking the Instagram, who's on there. That bitch looks a bit scatty. This bitch might have an OF, or this bitch already has an OF. Then you put it together and you'll target this hairdressers to act as a recruiter for you. Club promoters. Club promoters love girls. That's probably the only reason why they do it. In the club, every day, with models, the exact people you need to grow your business, right? Some good guy. I know a couple good club promoters. I've got referrals from a couple good pro promoters. They're not all weirdos, but 90% of them are weirdos, and they just want to make cash. The club promoters know these girls that go to parties that start an OnlyFans, right? It's the same target audience, clubs, college, university. There's a lot of them that do OnlyFans because they're broke students, no money, finally don't have their parents talking to them, controlling them. Now they're free in the world to get them titties out and make some cash. So what better person to outreach for referral than someone that is at uni, that isn't an introvert, that someone's an extrovert, that talks, builds connections, goes to the nights out, goes to the fucking lectures, builds a name for themselves in the university, that can act as a referral for yourself. Guys and girls that rave a lot, that party a lot, same target audience as the clubs, as the unis. These are the kind of people that often are a bit looser in society. There's a lot of girls and stuff that go to raves, right? That do OnlyFans. And the best one by far, which I've used myself, is other agencies in a trusted community, just like Earth Money, which is my private coaching community. I've got insane good models from my coaching community, or just by building my personal brand myself online. So, for example, I've had loads of inbounds from models, 100K on Instagram, 200K on Instagram. Even had a model with 500K, but I didn't actually take her on because just red flags all over her, but I'm not going to go into that. Just make sure you look for referrals. Every single one of these people is going to be DMing for you. So, for example, if you're sending, let's just say 100 DMs a day direct to models, but if you're sending 100 DMs a day direct to referrals, all of those referrals are going to send 100 DMs a day. And now you've just fucking 100 times your outreach rate. You've just fucking done it. Now you're everywhere. So many people in the UK, USA, the world know you now. They know of your agency through a trusted friend. Girls trust their hairdressers, otherwise they wouldn't let them cut their hair. Girls trust club promoters, or they wouldn't go to the club because they'd feel not safe. Guys trust and girls trust each other when they're at uni. They're chilling every day together. Guys that rave and party, like maybe the trust isn't there as much, but you can still hit them with the volume, right? So let's go to the next one. Recruiting. Obviously, there is a lot more ways to recruit. Of course, I can't cover them all right now. We'll be here for 5 fucking days on this call. And a lot of them can't be given away for free. But make sure you watch till the end of the video because we're going to be doing a Q&A and I can go over those topics in a bit more detail with you. The next one is understanding yourself. So away from recruiting now. I know some of you have got some questions. Don't worry. We're going to be fucking going over the questions. If you're new, please mute yourself. So let's go on to the next one. Understanding yourself. This one's the most important because you can recruit the best model. You can have the best marketing strategy. You can have the best sales team. You could be sat on a couple $1 million of operation right now, ready to make the cash. But if you don't understand yourself and you get lost in the game, in the sauce, and you try and do shit that you really shouldn't be doing, you're going to get lost and you're going to waste time and money, which are both finite resources. So, how do you want to play the game? What's your strengths? What's your weaknesses? You need to understand yourself. You need to write down what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, and really go into detail. Really go into detail. There's so many different ways to run this business. I'm a simple organic guy. I like doing 400K a month and not spending shit to get it. That's me. I don't like stress. I don't like headache. I like running a couple Instagram accounts and making a lot of revenue. I'm creative. I love really working on the perfect content ideas, which is going to get millions of views. That's what gets my dopamine going. That's what gets me excited every morning. How can I go viral today? How can I get 1 million views? But there's these techie guys that don't give a fuck about getting 1 million views. They just want to get 10 views across 1 million accounts, right? Which one's better? You both make the same. It just depends on you and your personal preference. So a lot of the times why this is so important is people, even myself, I got caught up in this. I'll be making decent money organically, and then I'll try and swap over to dating apps because I think that's the one. I see someone making money over there and I think, oh, let me do both. No, just focus on what you're good at and scale. Because I promise you, the quickest way to failure is doing something you hate every single day because you're not going to go the extra mile. You're not going to do what actually needs to be done. So pick which avenue you want to take it. And most of you, as beginners, is organic because you have no money or very minimal money. You can buy maybe a couple iPhones. That's all you need for organic to make 100K, 200K a month. Whereas if you want to jump into dating apps, you need a bunch of cash behind you and you need the exact game plan, which is going to cost you like 10K from a coach that actually does it for it to work for 2 weeks, and then you haven't really rinsed it because you're still kind of getting into the motion of things. So if you're a beginner right now, please take my advice, take my experience, and just do organic. I already went over this. Don't get shiny object syndrome. Don't see that guy making money and think, oh, I'm gonna go over there. Stick to what you like. That's what's gonna keep you in the game, making it better year after year, okay? Stick to what you like. Right, next slide. This is what will get you to the millions, just like us, like I said. You know, I've always loved building IG pages. That's why I done SMMA to begin with. Now I'm just literally doing the same thing with a different niche of client, and I'm being paid 100 times more than I would on Upwork. So you need to think bigger. Don't just think that because you know a skill, that's it. You can always make more from your skill. Bonus tip. If you stuck around till here, congrats. We're going to go over the Q&A. But the bonus tip on how you can really progress as quick as you can is by just getting coaching, bro. You know, all the value that I've just given you now, imagine the amount of value which is behind the closed doors of Earth Money. You know, you can walk 1,000 miles, or you could just take a fucking plane. Which one's going to be more painful? Spending a little bit of money to get to that destination today, ASAP, or trying to walk and find yourself and end up somewhere along the way and quitting and failing and thinking this wasn't for me, this was impossible. So it's the exact same thing with coaching. You know, you could spend months failing, slowly find the way through, countless hours of research, and not even hit your full potential. Or you could just skip the bullshit and get everything delivered to you on a plate. Everything just delivered to you. And there's a couple guys in here that are actually in the coaching already, and they know that we just are open with it, as well as everyone else in the community. Because you're not just getting my brain, you're getting everyone else's brain. So it's a fast track to the success that you need. You don't know what you don't know. So, for example, let's say you decide to do organic after this, and you start to make 1K a day, and you think, oh wow, I'm making 1K a day, I'm a fucking genius. Whereas that 1K a day could be 3K a day if you just had the right coaching and mentor. So that's why it's always good to reinvest back into yourself. Maybe you can't do it now, but down the line, once you've made that cash isn't yours, it's business money. So make sure I'm just gonna meet you, bro. Make sure you reinvest back into your business. All of my money stays in the business bank. I don't touch personal cash. I don't spend a lot. I go out for a couple of dinners a week, maybe a beach club on the weekend. Most of the time, I'm sat here in this seat working. If I'm not working, maybe I'm doing something else. Maybe I'm on a run, maybe I'm in the gym. maybe on a business meeting, doing something chilled out. Don't fall into the trap of spending loads of cash every day because you don't have to. And the guys that are millionaires, they don't. So just because you started making 10K a month doesn't mean you have to, all right? Reinvest it back into your business. So giveaway time, because you guys stuck around and I'm going to be doing a Q&A, I'm going to be doing a huge discount for Earth Money. You know, I've scaled over 250 plus agencies to 10K a month, like I said, including Adam. So Adam is a one-to-one student that's been with us. And this guy started in a small town doing real estate outside of New York, I think like 20,000 people. And now he's in Brickell, Miami, driving a Corvette, making 20K a month 6 months later. And I actually done a full kind of like interview with Adam, and you can find that on my YouTube video. Here's the link. Obviously, you can't click on the link, but I'm going to send the recording to everyone anyway, so you can copy and paste it. But this is the thumbnail of the video where the interview is in, so you can see for yourself from a one-to-one student exactly kind of what Earth Money is about and how well it can obviously do and how it can change your life. But it's not only Adam, we got Simon as well, another 19-year-old from Czech Republic at college, buying another Corvette, dropping out of school, making 100K a month with his agency. He's got one model here doing 67K a month alone. And we're now actually partners with Simon on a couple of projects on a model, and we're working together and we're making money together. So when you join the community, you're going to make business partners, you're going to meet new friends. And that's exactly all my circle today is from a group of people in a community that I joined similar to mine. Many other success stories, 100K months, 20K months, four-figure. I could go on. Like, I don't have to speak. There's more. Like, cool, you get the point. We do our shit. We're the best. Earth Money. What the fuck is Earth Money? If you don't know what Earth Money is, you're about to know. Weekly coaching masterminds. I've got so much good testimonials from my masterminds. It covers the fucking title. Every single week, we do a coaching mastermind where we will break down the current strategies to get you up to that 100K a month mark. As you can see, everyone's enjoying it. We also do Q&As, just like the one we're going to do at the end of this call. We also have a full course A to Z. A to Z, marketing, sales, recruitment, managing, hiring, firing, legals, sales teams, everything you need to know, scaling. We also have a community where you can meet business partners, associates, people in your town. I've got fucking like 10 people here in Dubai from Earth Money, people in London, like 20 of them in the towers in Manchester now, everywhere. But now, Q&A. So I'm going to go through from the top of the chat and we're going to answer some questions. But if you're new and you have questions, pop them in the chat and I'm going to answer all of them. I'll be here for another 20 minutes. We can go over as many questions as we need to. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and yeah, Q&A time. So I know a couple of people answered it earlier. If any of you have questions, please put them in the chat. Make the most of me. I don't give away my time for free often. So ask some questions, guys. I'm here to help you. That's why I made this. Talk about the most important thing is traffic. Traffic is the most important, I would say, because without traffic, you got no one to sell to. Without traffic, your models are going to leave you. So definitely, bro, definitely. Most important thing is definitely traffic. And my best traffic stream, like I said before, is organic with Instagram. Posting reels, posting pictures, using the algorithm, engaging. It's the best. If you have any specific questions, let me know. But that's obviously a bit broad, so I can't really go too much into detail on that. Most of the people who make a lot of money are people who have a model with a big community. Do you think that the most important thing is business is to concentrate on branding and recruit high quality models? First of all, that's a great question because you're spot on. The most important thing in this business, from my side of it, which is organic, is recruiting a high quality model that looks good, that's going to work, that you can brand. Now, when I say brand, They don't have to have the most big tits. They don't have to have the massive ass, the perfect face. You can brand the model how you want with niches. There's unlimited niches in the world. There's loads that haven't been talked about yet, let alone acted on. So brand your model. Focus your time and attention on that. My friends that do the best in the game, they have a team of 5 people that focus on branding models. Obviously, you can't get to that stage yet. I don't have a team of 5. I'm still doing 400K a month. But look at the market, see what opportunities are available, and definitely focus at least 1 to 2 hours a day on content ideation, and then obviously acting on that content ideation, branding and recruiting. Don't stop recruiting. Always recruit like you haven't got no one. Always recruit like a beginner so you have an abundance of models. So if one gets lazy or one's dropping off, you've got more talent coming in the door, more prospects, and you can scale them all up simultaneously. And that's when you'll start to see a steady income. For example, if I only had 1 to 2 models, I wouldn't have been able to maintain 300K a month for a whole year because I've been fucked over in that time. I've gone back to like fucking low in that time when models have left, models have robbed me. So make sure you have a lot of talent so you can keep the earnings staying flat and obviously projecting upwards is the main goal. But you need to maintain before you can grow, right? How to go about outreaching. Already talked about that in the mastermind. Already talked about that. I don't like agency because you're competing with everyone. You're basically there's no barrier to entry. There's no skill. There's no advice. Personal account, referrals, girl account. Those 3 referrals the key, and you're set. You won't need more models. You have too many models. You have literally too many models. I have too many models. I got models offered to me every day. I don't know what to fucking do with them. Talked about that. Traffic main source, Instagram. How would an outreach DM look like? An outreach DM is very simple. Like I said, there's no script involved. The one I use, even to this day, from my personal account, when I want to send some DMs, I don't need to because I get so many referrals. But when I do, I always go back to my original outreach method, which I don't even care talking to you guys about. This is the one that I literally signed that model today with. And it is name, comma, quick question, dot, dot, dot. You can't really, it's nothing crazy, but you can't really get better than that. Unless you send them straight up video, if you have the confidence to do that. Like I said, you need to be confident, back out the camera, take a video. If a girl's looking through her inbox and it says, hey, hey, they're not going to answer a hey. That's why I go with the name. Quick question, name. Like, it's kind of like talk like a bit like forward. Like, why is he saying my name? He doesn't know me. If you do a video, it's even better. If someone sent me a video to my DM, I'm clicking that. Like, I want to know what's on there. I'm curious. Most girls are curious. So you need to stand out. They're scrolling through DMs every day. How can you be better? A straight voice note? If you're in a group like Earth Money, you have all the testimonials you can use. And maybe you record a video breaking down a testimonial from the group pretending it's your model. There's loads of different things you can do. An outreach DM would be the initial opener, literally a couple, 2 or 3 sentences, just kind of depending upon what she says. If she says name, quick question, she would say what or go on. I would then drop a voice note or a video and explain what my offer is. I go straight to the point. I'm not here to beat around the bush and then get on a phone with her and she doesn't even know I'm talking to her about OnlyFans, then you wasted your time. Don't waste your time. Like I said, time is limited. So get straight to the point. If she fucking trusts you, if you have confidence, if you hit enough numbers, you'll sign a model within a couple of days. And then you want to get them on a call. So once you apply, she'll be like, oh, I'm interested, or this, or that. And then you just WhatsApp, business WhatsApp, book in the call, send a Calendly link if you want to be super professional. And then from there, you're set. Does Reddit still work? Yes, Reddit still works. We still run Reddit for majority of our talent, although, like I said, about 90% of the earnings does come from Instagram organic. What if I have a big budget. What is the best side hustle related to OFM to make quick cash? Remember, you need absolutely $0 to start after this. You don't need a big budget. I'm sick of people thinking that you need a lot of money to start a business. You just need an iPhone. If it's an iPhone 6, an iPhone 7, back out that iPhone and get to work. Where do you get, are you doing social media marketing? Oh, sorry, that's not the next one. How do you make a Twitter page viral? So Twitter pages are a lot more harder to get viral attention, like to grow organically. But the best way to do it is through either paid promo or just have a really unique setup for your model. But with Twitter, there's a lot more luck involved. Okay. You have to kind of have the perfect creator. There's a lot more luck involved than Instagram. So if you're a beginner, focus on Instagram. Fuck off Reddit, fuck off Twitter, fuck off TikTok, fuck off dating apps, Instagram. Okay? Stick to one thing, get to 10K a month, scale it, and then you can branch off. But you can't afford to direct your attention away from Instagram if you're not making more than that 10K a month. Profit, that is. I'm not doing social media marketing anymore. Well, I do. This is SMMA. It's just fucking, this is my niche of client. So people think OnlyFans is some next bad thing. I'm a social media marketing and sales agency. That's what I do. I'm two businesses in one. I'll blow up the model on social media, like a social media marketing agency, and I'll have a killer sales team on the back end. We're basically like growth operators, but for OnlyFans girls. But in regards to sales, everyone can be a good salesman. It's just having confidence and it's not hard. You're not selling windows to someone with windows on. You're not doing door to door. You're selling content to a horny guy that wants to see horny shit. It's very easy, okay? It's they'll buy it. It's the easiest thing you've ever done. Best traffic source to start ASAP after signing a client. Instagram. Instagram organic. For Instagram, should you remove Reels from the profile grid and stick to pics on the feed? Yes, I do that. I do that. I like it. I've got like a bit like, what do you call it? Like perfectionism. I'm a perfectionist. I want the feed to look clean. I like my models to be branded as like influencers, professional, nice content. I don't like seeing a bunch of random reels on there. Move them off the profile grid. Wait a couple days to do it because if you post straight away and you remove it, sometimes it can limit the reach. So what you want to do is post, leave it on for 24 hours, 48 hours maybe, remove it from the profile grid, and then leave it. A quick tip, when you post a reel, put it on the story straight away because every single view from a story counts as a view for the reel as well. So if someone views the story and then clicks on the reel and watches there as well, that's two views from one person. So you can essentially double up and boost your reels initially. Um, we're not hiring anymore, bro. So if you want to join the agency, I'll send me a telegram and I'll let you know if we are, but we're not hiring right now. We don't need anyone. I'd recommend you just start your own boat. It's the best way to make cash. How many new fans, new chats should a model get before getting a chatting VA? How many new fans, new chats should a model get before getting a chatting VA? So this one depends how many hours you have, and it depends what you. If you want to chat yourself, you can. You'll make more profit. Obviously, you have no one to pay, and you're going to be better than the average chatter. But I'd say once you get to maybe 10 subs a day, 20 subs a day, you can get like a night shift chatter whilst you talk in the day. And then once you get like more than that, you can delegate your time and hire a day shift chatter. leave it blank for like 8 hours in inactive time, and then you can focus more on marketing or recruitment or getting more models, or maybe you chat on another client, and then slowly build up. So you just know when the time's right. When there's chats there, when there's chats to be sold to, that's when you get the chatters on. But it's usually about like 20 subs per day is when I'd look to be like, all right, cool, we need a sales team on there. And every sales team, like a team of three for 8 hours, like 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours for 24 hours, 40 subs per day. Once it gets to like maybe 50, once it gets past 50, I'd like to probably have another chatter or at least a supervisor or a chat manager watch that account in the peak hours so we can make the most of the sales and back up traffic if we need to. You don't want it to get too busy because there's a lot of cash being missed. And that's where you'll find guys will hit 1K a day and they'll start celebrating when they fucking could be making 5K a day if they just had a brain. Yes, of course, it's possible to go viral on Instagram outside of US. Of course. You only have to look on Instagram for 30 seconds to see 100 accounts that have gone viral on the Explore page that aren't from America. Instagram doesn't actually depend on where you are, guys. That's a big myth. It's not TikTok. Instagram doesn't really depend on where you are. You can make an account in America with a US proxy and still end up in fucking Saudi, right? So don't think that Instagram depends on where you are. Don't use the fact you're from Eastern Europe as an excuse. You can run Instagram, okay? You can do it. Like I just showed you, Simon. Like I just showed you, Adam. Like I just showed you the other people in the coaching community from my Telegram this morning, 17K from Czech Republic. He's friends of Simon's. They're running it up together now. What do I suppose to sell slash market? I couldn't understand. The model's content. So, for example, OnlyFans, a guy subscribes, he sees the feed pics, which is like Instagram for free. He can talk in the DMs. Then you sell the explicit content, like a tip pic, an ass pic, so on, so on. Whatever the model's limits is, you can go as long as it's within the terms and conditions of OnlyFans. So that's what you'll be selling for a price and making 80% of the revenue on, if not more, like 90% of the revenue. I'm going to answer two more questions and then we're going to lock it off. But remember the offer that I said as well about Earth Money? Is it worth learning the ins and outs of how the Insta algo works? Yes, always stay on top of the algorithm. You can do that either if you're in a coaching community like Earth Money, or you can do it on YouTube, but that stuff kind of comes out late because no one's really testing it. That's the most important thing about having a team. That's the most important thing about having a community is you're working alongside hustlers that are working every single day, pushing the algorithm, sending you updates. You know what's working on that day. You don't need to wait for some update to come out. You don't need to wait for some guru to drop a YouTube video that's probably not even real anyway. You know on the day what is cracking and how to get the cash because there's 280 other people that are cracking it and getting cash. So it's impossible to fail. And that's why we have like 90% plus win rate inside of Earth Money because everyone's fucking just solid guys, helps each other. And of course, me and Mason provide the blueprint. How can you start up with just an iPhone? Can you explain more? All right, so what did I just tell you on recruitment? Instagram. What did I tell you for marketing? Instagram. All you need is an iPhone. You can make an OnlyFans account on an iPhone. I started on this fucking, not this phone. I didn't have a good phone then. I had a cracked up phone. I started on a phone. That's all I did. Made a couple of Instagram accounts for the model. Logged into the OnlyFans account on there. No inflow like we have today. None of this. Not even super creator. If anyone knows and been about in the game, not even super creator was allowed. Basically, fuck all. So you can fucking run it with an iPhone, bro. You can send DMs from your Instagram on an iPhone. You can chat to people on OnlyFans with an iPhone. And you can recruit models with an iPhone. And you can market your model with an iPhone because Instagram's on an iPhone, right? Just common sense.